sales were the all-important thing. And so Hearst was immediately competing with Pulitzer on the street. And when they both heard about what was going on in Cuba, which actually didn't amount to much at the beginning, they seized on this as a grand opportunity.
The Cuban revolt wasn't new, but it was perfect for Hearst. It was a chance for the vigorous Americans to kick the stuffing out of the hollow old Spanish Empire. A chance for the Journal to do the same to old Pulitzer, daily, on the streets of New York. A war between the U.S. and Spain would serve all of Hearst's ambitions. Political, journalistic, and even theatrical.
There's a thread, a really strong thread in this incredibly long life of Hearst's toward entertainment, toward anything that's flashy. And I think you see that in journalism in the way that he approached things.
Hearst could shape a story so it satisfied like the nickel theater he loved as a boy. Evangelina Cisneros, a rebel girl, a pretty 17-year-old, was clapped into a Spanish jail. Hearst heard about it in his New York office and laughed aloud. We've got Spain now. The truth was, Evangelina Cisneros tried to lure a Spanish commander into bed and then kill him. But Hearst didn't want that story. Evangelina was the flower of Cuba. She must be saved.
It was a wonderful story. Here's a story of embattled innocence, of a woman whose virtue is in danger because she tries to save her father, get her father out of jail. Most of it was made up.
Evangelina ornamented Hearst's front page for months. Great for sales. A Hearst reporter could have bribed her out of jail. In fact, the bribe was paid, but that wasn't good enough. Mr. Hearst preferred to rent the house next door, so a ladder could be slid across to the jail, where iron bars must be hacksawed. Evangelina's cellmates must be drugged, and Evangelina spirited away in a carriage. Why so many twists and turns? Mr. Hearst was at the theater 3 times a week, and he knew every melodrama had at least 3 close calls. When the U.S. finally invaded, Hearst went to 43 special editions. The Journal was selling 1 million papers a day, more than Pulitzer. But that wasn't enough for Hearst. He wanted more, much more.
I mean, Hearst tries to offer himself as a Navy commander. The Navy turns him down. He charters his own yacht, takes newspaper men and moving picture cameramen with him to Cuba to participate in the war. And he does participate in the war. He jumps right in. This is his moment of glory. He, as the publisher in his newspaper, they are making history as well as reporting it.
Hearst captured 29 Spaniards himself and made them sing 3 cheers for George Washington. One reporter was ordered to purchase a steamship and be ready to sink it in the Suez Canal if Mr. Hearst chose to delay the Spanish Navy. And a reporter was dispatched to the King of Spain to offer Mr. Hearst's terms for peace. Hearst was now acting for the people of the United States, even if he hadn't been elected yet.